Level 1. The Halcón, the lookout. You're 18 years old. You're at the very bottom. You're a Halcón, a hawk. Your job is to sit on a dusty street corner for 14 hours a day and report every police cruiser or strange vehicle that passes your territory. You make barely enough to buy a used motorbike, but you still have the heart of a teenager. You want to impress the girl who lives 3 blocks over. The first date. You finally save up enough for a luxury date, tacos at a street stand and a movie. But as you sit across from her, you aren't looking at her eyes. You're staring at the reflection in the window behind her, tracking a black SUV with tinted windows. Your radio is buzzing against your hip. If you miss a status check because you were leaning in for a first kiss, your supervisor, the comandante, won't just dock your pay. He'll find you and humiliate you in front of her just to remind you that your life belongs to the organization, not to her. The lie. She asks why you're always so jumpy. You tell her you're working construction or deliveries, but she sees the radio at her waistband. She sees the way the local cops look at you. In this town, everyone knows. Her father glares at you from the porch because he knows that dating a Halcón is a one-way ticket to a short life. You realize quickly, at this rank, love is just a series of apologies. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I have to leave. Sorry I can't tell you the truth. Level 2. The Sicario, the enforcer. You've survived the initiation. You've proven you can pull the trigger. Now you're a Sicario. You have a custom pistol, a heavy gold chain, and more cash than your father made in a decade. Suddenly, your DMs are full of girls attracted to the danger of your lifestyle. But your life is now a state secret. The high-end date. You take her to the flashiest club in the city. You don't wait in line. You buy the VIP table and ordered bottles that cost more than your previous salary. To her, you're a high roller in private security. She loves the adrenaline and the way people move out of your way when you walk. But the reality check. But you can never take her to your house. Your home is a safe house shared with 4 other armed men and a basement full of work tools. You have to rent a decoy apartment just to have a place for a date. One night, while you're at a restaurant, a rival faction spots your truck outside. Suddenly, dinner is over. You aren't arguing about the bill. You're driving 100 miles per hour through back alleys, checking your mirrors for muzzle flashes, while she's curled in the footwell crying. At this rank, you don't have a girlfriend. You have a target. You realize that to keep her safe, you have to lie to her every single day. Or you show her the truth and hope she's too scared to run to the police. Level 3. The Plaza Boss, the regional leader. You've climbed the ladder. Now you control an entire city's distribution. You are the Jefe de Plaza. Money is no longer an issue, but your freedom is dead. Your dating life has become a golden cage. The gift. You don't buy her flowers, you buy her the entire florist shop. You buy her parents a new house in a gated community, but there's a catch. She can't go to the grocery store or the gym without 2 armored SUVs and 6 men with rifles following her every move. Her bodyguards aren't there for her protection. They are your spies. They report back to you every person she talks to and every store she enters. The paranoia. At this level, the power starts to rot your brain. You start to wonder, does she love you or is she just terrified of what happens if she leaves? When you argue, she doesn't fight back anymore. She just stares at the floor, shaking. You've become so powerful that you've killed the very intimacy you were looking for. You have a partner, but you are effectively her warden. Level 4. The lieutenant. The golden masquerade. The vibe. High society, expensive suits, fake smiles, and constant surveillance. The transition. You aren't just a soldier anymore. You're an executive. You manage hundreds of men and millions in cash. At this level, you can't date a regular girl from the neighborhood. It's a security risk. You move in circles of politicians, celebrities, and billionaires. The strategic partner. Your dating life is now a PR campaign. You need a partner who can stand next to you at a high society wedding or a charity gala without looking out of place. This is the trophy wife era, but she isn't just a trophy. She's often the daughter of another powerful family. Your marriage isn't a romance, it's a merger. It's a peace treaty between two factions signed in blood and expensive champagne. The honey trap paranoia. But here's the nightmare. Every new person you meet is a potential honey trap. Is the beautiful woman at the resort actually interested in you? Or is she a deep-covered DEA agent with a micro camera in her necklace? Your security team runs a full background check on her before you even finish your first drink. They check her bank records, her childhood friends, and her phone pings. Every kiss feels like a search warrant. The double life. You live a lie within a lie. Your partner knows you're in business, but you never discuss the business. You have a romantic dinner on a yacht, while 10 miles away, your men are carrying out a hit you ordered via a burner phone under the table. You are a king in the light, but a monster in the dark. Level 5, El Patrón, the god of loneliness. The absolute power. You are the end of the line. You are the El Patrón. You have more money than some small countries. You have reached the pinnacle of the hierarchy. But as you stand at the top of the mountain, you realize there's no one standing there with you. The invisible family. If you have a wife and children, you are their greatest threat. To keep them alive, you have to be a ghost. They live in a different hemisphere under fake names, protected by an army of mercenaries. You don't see them on birthdays. You don't see them on Christmas. You watch your children grow up through encrypted video calls that are scrambled to prevent tracking. You have the power to move tons of product across borders, but you don't have the power to hug your own son. The disposable company. Any partner you have near you now is temporary and transactional. You know they are there for the money or out of fear. You can't trust the food they cook, so you have a taster. You can't trust the sleep they share, so you keep a pistol under your pillow. You are essentially a prisoner in a palace. The ghost of the past. The irony is complete. You remember being 18, a Halcón on a street corner with nothing but a radio and a dream. Back then, you could walk through a park and hold a girl's hand without a drone overhead. Now, you own the park, but you can never walk in it. You have become a god of the underworld, but the price of divinity was your humanity. In the cartel, the higher the rank, the higher the price. Which level would you choose? Let us know in the comments.